Hello, Todd Conitzer with Switch It Up, where we're getting ready to move out of this apartment, move into our brand new Momentum 395 MS, and hit the road and enjoy 2021 and see some amazing adventures. So if you're into that kind of stuff, like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. And I was getting ready to do this modification on how we're going to get internet on the road because we're preparing for our upcoming trip in a few weeks. But then I realized I didn't do the video on the 3 modifications at once. And the first one was we wanted a little pop of color, we wanted to be a little different, so I tried to do some wrapping. It didn't work real well, and so I had to recruit some help. The second modification was we want to carry our kayaks, so we put in a trailer hitch on the back for our VertiYak system, and how hard that was or wasn't. And so you can see how we did that modification. And the last one, we all know the Momentum 395 MS has horrible basement storage, so we added in some basement storage, and it was a little more challenging than we expected. So that's what you're going to see in this video. We'll save this one with our internet for the next video. With all that being said, if you're into all this kind of stuff, like, subscribe. But let's roll our new intro for Switch It Up. And we look forward to taking you along in our journey. So enjoy this video, and we'll see you in the next one real soon. So roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Well, hello. Welcome to Switch It Up. All right, so today is an interesting day. We are still on this journey of trying to get things together before we hit the road in January. And today I wanted to talk to you about a problem. And the problem is that we wanted to get our 395 MS, and we ordered it, and with all of the different things that were happening, they weren't going to get our unit in until January. So we decided to switch it up, and we took a wonderful Momentum 395 MS, the exact floor plan we wanted, but we wanted full paint. And so with that came a solution for us, and that is, as you can see, I've got lines on here. I am going to attempt to wrap this myself, to have color, and to be different, and to stand out. And so it's a modification on our new rig. Now, have I ever wrapped anything? Absolutely not. We are getting ready to wrap my wonderful Ram 3500. I love this truck. But we're paying the person that normally wraps all of our stuff to do that. But alas, when we got this wonderful unit, has a lot of space, and with space comes a lot of price. And so they were wanting close to $9,500 to wrap this wonderful unit. And so we reached out. That was one wrapping place. We reached out to the gentleman that generally does our wraps, and unfortunately he is super busy. He's barely going to be able to squeeze my truck in, which is another video in itself. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be wrapped in something called indestructible wrap, so that's going to be awesome to see. But as far as the unit, our rig, I'm going to step up to the plate, and I'm going to try to do this myself. I have never attempted anything like this, and I figured I've not been able to find a video on anyone doing this, so I might as well share my experience on this. Could be utter failure, or it could be a huge success and save me $9,000. I'll try to share my experience along the way, so hope you enjoy this one. This is probably the hardest challenge that I've had in a long time, but I'm up for it. Let's do it. Since I just got the stuff in late last night, I thought, well, I'll give it a shot and I'll see how I can do. And yeah, it didn't work out so well. I was just trying to do a test right here in a little spot, seeing how my skills would be. And as you can see, I had to go watch some YouTube videos because I was trying to go around a speaker. And the problem with somebody said, hey, just take them off. Well, the problem with that is that everything on this is siliconed in, as what many of you know if you own a Momentum or most fifth wheels. Everything is siliconed in, so I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do this yet. But I chose one of the hardest areas, the small little area, to do first, just to see how I would do. Now I'm gonna work on some bigger, flatter areas today, and we'll see how it goes. But you know, when you're first starting out, you got to take a chance. So I just went, I dove head in. So we'll see what happens next. Today was another defeat. So I'm actually pulling off what I've done today. I'm actually losing some of these because they didn't make it through. So tomorrow will be a new day. I found out what I can use around the silicone, around the hinges, and around everything, because on a fifth wheel you're dealing with this silicone, and I've noticed that I can't get anything to stick to it. So that should show up this weekend. And then I may run into cold weather, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get. It's definitely a learning process. You have to keep in mind it's a marathon, and I'm saving money, but so far I'm only out $150 of mess ups. We'll touch back later.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts.
Okay, so many of you know we've got 3 projects going on. I needed extra storage because on the 395 MS, this is the only storage, the basement storage. It's very small. So to put my hoses for, you know, dumping the connectors and stuff in here, these are new, so it's not so bad. But when they're not new, it's going to be kind of a pain. And then we have the big roll for, you know, when we're plugging in. So I wanted extra storage, so I bought a storage container. So we're mounting that on the back to help take care of those 2 issues. And then the second thing is we wanted to take our kayaks. Instead of putting them in the garage because they're 12 foot long, we're installing a VertiYak system, and so I have to put in a tow hitch. And so we're back here doing that. Meanwhile, since I stunk it up wrapping, we've called in wrap professionals, and they are getting everything ready to give us a little color on our wonderful rig. Down here we're doing something very unique, and I'll explain that to you here after a little while, for a wrap to keep rock chips and stuff down. So I look forward to seeing how this is going to turn out, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. But now you've been clued in. We're doing 3 modifications in 1 today. It's a lot. So let's talk about this connecting thing. So if you're going to buy this system to put underneath your RV, you're going to have to make modifications. I know they say that it's supposed to be fit certain ones. This is the Momentum 395 MS. The holes that are on here don't line up. So Mike, who's a friend of mine, came up with a brilliant solution. And his idea was we went to a metal shop and we purchased some tube metal and we cut it from I-beam to I-beam. And then he's gonna notch it. And then once the notches are put in place, we'll slide over the I-beams in theory. And then we'll put screws in to hold it in place. And then we'll use the holes that are existing on that to mount on here. Because over here, we have to see this metal slides down farther. So you have to drop it 2 inches. So we got to drop it 2 inches and then hook up to the back over here. So with the hitch, you're not left with a lot of room. So that's what we're working on now. Modification number 2. Meanwhile, he's making this look easy. I wish it was that easy. It's not that easy at all. That wrapping thing's hard.
I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. You make everything so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights. You make everything so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights. There's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, we're standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, we're standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way up together, standing on dizzying heights.
It's been a long 2 days and we are complete. So with the 3 modifications, there's going to be some additional ones here near future, but you can see we started the process of the first line of wrapping. We plan on adding some additional accents on the front, but I needed the big stuff done before I tried the little stuff. Then if you look down here, these wonderful boxes, check these out, right? Slide out box for additional storage. I will tell you, the boxes, Lippert sells these, or e-trailers, and honestly, that was the trickiest thing. There was a lot of welding and modifications. It just did not go in. So if you're gonna plan on this, just plan on modifying it yourself. The trailer hitch though, that only took an hour to do. It wasn't very difficult. Actually, it's just a lot of drilling, following some instructions. Really happy about that. So we can put the kayaks on the back. So here's our current modifications. More to come, baby steps. But I like where we're going because we're gonna switch it up. It's a little windy and it's cold. Whew. But I'm glad we got this part done. The wrap, people are gonna ask, how much was it? By the time I paid for the wrap material and paid, I'm right around $2,800 so far. And then we're gonna add the additional wrap stuff that I have left over. I'm gonna use that to put some accents and some other stuff on the front. We just don't know what we wanna do yet. But little by little, the truck gets wrapped in a few weeks. Tie everything together. Looking forward to that. So there you go. Big little update. A lot of fun. And I guess we'll just see you on the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things on YouTube and the Facebooks and everything else, because the journey starts in a few weeks and it's just fun to keep everyone updated. So talk to you soon.